5 petri dishes were taken and labeled as 1, 2, 3, A, and B.
Petri dish number 1 was divided into 2 sections, for wash and non-wash section. First, the non-wash finger was slowly placed on the non-wash section of the agar. Next, the hands were washed thoroughly using soap and running water. The hands were dry and the clean finger was placed on the other section of the agar.
A cotton bud was taken and being rubbed on the face. The cotton bud was then slowly rubbed on a petri dish. Another cotton bud was taken to be rubbed on the inner side of a ring. The cotton bud was then slowly rubbed onto the third petri dish. Another petri dish was taken and the lid was removed to expose the agar to the air for 1 hour. After incubation, gram staining was performed by first smearing and heat fixing the bacteria on a slide. After putting a drop of sterile water on the slide, the inoculating loop was sterilized over a flame. Then, a few colonies of bacteria were taken from the surface of agar and smeared thinly over the slide. The slide was then brought over the flame several times for heat fixing. Next, the bacterial smear was covered with a few drops of crystal violet for 1 minute. The slide was then gently washed off with a slow running water. A few drops of iodine were also added on the bacterial smear for 1 minute. Again, the slide was washed off under slow running water. Decolorizing was done with few drops of alcohol until the purple color stopped leaching off the slide. Again, the slide was washed under running water. Lastly, the bacterial smear was covered with safranin for 2 minutes before being washed off under running water. By using towel tissue, the slide was blot dry. A few drops of immersion oil were put onto the slide and covered with cover slip before it is observed under a microscope. In order to observe bacteria with spores, we prepared 2 slides of pig smear. A few colonies of bacteria were taken from the surface of agar and smeared thinly over the slide. This slide was then brought over the flame several times for heat fixing. The first slide that has been heat fixed was covered with crystal violet for 1 minute and then washed under running water. Just like the previous staining method, the slide was then blot dry by using paper towel, and then the immersion oil was placed onto the slide. Cover slip was then placed onto the slide before it is observed under a microscope. For the other fig smear, a beaker containing water was heated until it boils. After placing the slide over the beaker, drops of malachite green were stained over the slide for 10 minutes. The slide must be prevented from drying by adding more malachite green as needed. After 10 minutes, the slide was slowly washed under running water until the stain did not come out anymore. Safranin was then used for restaining for 2 minutes. Finally, the slide was washed under running water and blotted dry before being observed under a microscope. Part 3. Identifying bacteria and mold using wet mount. By using a forceps, mold was taken and gently placed onto the slide that has been put with a drop of water. The mold should not be smeared as we need to maintain its structure. cover slip was gently placed over the slide and observed under a microscope. That's all from the four of us. Thank you.